Ahoy! Today is the 23rd of December 2019. It's probably my last recording of the year. So a few little updates to make. I'm just out on my little walk up to the hospital and back. I don't have an appointment or anything, I'm just using it as a nice distance to do, so it's just over 6 miles, 10 kilometres. My throat is really sore at the moment. It has been really sore for a little while now, sorer than it was before. It makes eating very difficult. Another thing that has changed is my teeth are really sore. So I did go to see the dentist not so long ago. He had a prod and a poke and was actually relatively happy with the state of my teeth. But after that, for whatever reason, and my teeth were really sensitive, and since then I've been flossing like 5 or 6 times a day. It's getting really painful. Bits of meat, bits of anything get sort of trapped in my teeth, so that's making life a little bit complicated, especially with it being Christmas. We've got all the kids bar one is home at the moment, but in fact we've got 5 kids at home at the moment. So yeah, it's busy. We're doing big food, so lots of food for lots of people. Doesn't tend to accommodate the one person that's having a bit of trouble eating, so I'm on very small portions. I'm trying to be sensible. I'm trying to get calories in. I'm still losing weight. Little by little, but I am still losing weight. You'll notice my beard has now, all of the old beard around here has now fallen out, and this is all new growth. So I haven't shaved since August, and it's taken all this time to get all this lovely bum fluff. It's still completely smooth here. I've got no hair growing on this side here, but I do hear I've got a little bit on this side. It should come back. Taste is slowly coming back, so that I can now taste things like apple and other things, but it's sort of about 50-40% of the sensitivity that I had before. It's not full. Should be able to regain all of it. There's no reason that I shouldn't, so it's just a case of working on that. And then the dryness of mouth is really causing me some issues, so it's got really dry. Certainly in the mornings it's very arid and difficult. I'm waking up at sort of 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, having to take 2 swigs of water because the back of my throat is just sort of, it's just like skin. It's not wet at all. There's no mucus in my mouth. My tongue is like sandpaper. It's really uncomfortable. And that kind of goes throughout the day, so I'm having to sip on water through the day. I tried a couple of times reducing the amount that I was sipping to see if that would stimulate my body into, working as if, it was using the water as a crutch, but it didn't seem to have any effect. The final thing that I'm struggling with still is vomiting. I really thought I'd be over this. If you remember, while I was in hospital, I really struggled with vomiting, and they gave me lots of different antiemetics to deal with that. In particular, there was a patch that I put behind my ear that dealt with sort of car sickness, boat sickness, that type of thing, seasickness. And that was really good. But the sickness that I'm suffering with at the moment, or at least symptom, is not related to vestibular. It is cramps in my stomach. So it can be that I've eaten, or that I've not eaten at all. Tends to happen sort of 5-10 minutes after having eaten, but can also happen at other times as well. And I just get these, they're like hiccup style cramps. I just had one then. And it sort of ejects stuff up my throat, and then usually I get sort of vomit in my mouth, and then I have to make a decision. So that's, I would have thought that would have kind of died down. That's happening sort of, I'm getting actual vomit in my mouth probably 3 or 4 times a day. I did think that would have gone away by now. I'm going up to the hospital. I have been to see my doctor and he said that I should take some metoclopramide, which is a drug that I was taking during my treatment, and I've since weaned myself off. I have tried it a couple of days ago and it did seem to do something, but I was still hiccuping and I was still cramping. I wasn't actually sick, so is that doing the job or is it only partially? I don't know. So I'm going to want to pop up to the hospital today. I'll go and see what happens. I've had a couple of visitors. One in particular, Peter Tryon, my old choir master, came up to see me. It was very kind of him. So he dropped in, had a cup of tea, and a bit of a chat, fill him in on what's been happening. It's difficult. A lot of people are saying, you know, and my cousin Sally, or second cousin removed, Sally, came to see me as well with her husband Michael, and you know, they were saying that I'd said that I didn't want any pity, but it's difficult because they do feel sorry for me. But I don't, you know, this could have happened to anybody. There isn't something I've done that's caused this to happen to me, and having pity for bad luck isn't a useful thing. I'd much rather people did things that were practical. You know, just tell me the world is still turning really is a useful thing to do. But yeah, so seen a few people. Saw Robin Harper in town, said hello to him. So I'm nearly at the hospital now, only less than a mile to go now. I can see the top of it. So yeah, and then I'll be doubling back and heading home. Well, thank you again for all of your good wishes, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful 2020. I'm sure it's going to be filled with some really cool things. See you then. Bye.